Imagine the ground beginning to shake beneath your feet. Not the kind of tremor that rattles dishes or even the kind that topples buildings. This is something beyond imagination. An earthquake so powerful, it registers as magnitude 15 on the Richter scale. For context, the largest earthquake ever recorded was in Chile, 1960, at magnitude 9.5. A 15 wouldn't just be bigger, it would release over 100 million times more energy. In short, this isn't an earthquake anymore, it's a planetary event. First, let's understand the scale. Each step on the magnitude scale isn't equal, it's logarithmic. That means a jump from 9 to 10 is about 32 times more energy. From 9.5 to 15, that's like comparing a firecracker to every nuclear bomb on Earth going off together. The energy would reach into the realm of astronomical collisions, more like an asteroid strike than anything tectonic plates could naturally produce. In fact, no fault line on Earth is long enough or deep enough to store that much energy. But let's imagine, somehow, it happened. The first seconds would be apocalyptic. Cities closest to the rupture zone would vanish instantly. Entire regions would be swallowed by gaping fissures in the crust. Skyscrapers, bridges, and power plants would be nothing more than splinters. The seismic waves, traveling faster than sound through rock, would circle the planet multiple times, making the Earth's entire surface ring like a bell. Unlike normal quakes that fade with distance, a magnitude 15 would be strong everywhere. No safe zone, no out of range. Tsunamis would rise taller than skyscrapers. Remember, even a magnitude 9 quake can trigger waves 30 meters high. A 15 could push hundreds of cubic kilometers of ocean outward at once, creating walls of water 100 meters tall, racing across every coastline on the planet. Entire countries would be erased beneath moving oceans. Volcanoes would awaken en masse. The immense stress on the crust would rupture magma chambers, triggering global volcanic eruptions. Ash clouds would blot out the sky, grounding what little might survive. Lava would pour through cracks that never existed before, remapping continents overnight. And the air itself would turn deadly. The shock waves in the atmosphere would be equivalent to countless nuclear blasts. Skies would glow with electrical discharges. Dust, debris, and ash would rise high enough to dim the sun worldwide. Imagine the sound, not a roar, not a rumble, but a constant deafening thunder that never fades. Within hours, global infrastructure collapses. Power grids, internet cables, satellites, all torn apart. Entire mountain ranges might shift, rivers reverse course, and islands disappear. The Earth's rotation itself could even be altered. That's how massive this release of energy would be, enough to slightly change the length of our day. In the days that follow, survivors, if any, would face an alien planet. Tsunamis receding would leave continents reshaped. Volcanoes would spew gases that make the air toxic. The sun, dimmed by ash, would plunge the world into an artificial winter. Crops would die, ecosystems collapse, and civilization as we know it would be gone. But the strangest consequence might not be the destruction itself. It would be the realization that this kind of quake can't come from tectonic plates. A magnitude 15 is so beyond the limits of geology that the only way it could happen is if an asteroid the size of a small moon struck Earth, or if the planet itself were literally cracking apart. In other words, if you ever feel a magnitude 15 earthquake, it means Earth has already lost. So, what would an earthquake of magnitude 15 be like? It would not be just the biggest disaster in history. It would be the end of history itself.